Hello everyone, Dave here for my very first signature tutorial. Today we are going to make a signature like this, or something closely related to this. Now let me just close this image out right here, and good. This is what your new document should look like. Since I already have the new document created, I will go to Image, Image Size, and the image should be 350 pixels by 150 pixels. Now let's get on to making that SIG, shall we? We are going to be making a SIG on the tokusatsu show, Kamen Rider Gaim. We will only need to use 2 renders in this tutorial. I already have them as tabs in Photoshop, but I will be providing a link in the description down below. If you have them opened as tabs like me, just click and drag them to the SIG area. If not, just go to File, Place, and place the image in the document. Now it's time to make the background for this SIG. Press Ctrl T or Command T on a Mac and rotate the image until it's completely horizontal. Now, move it to wherever you think looks good. I think it looks good right here. Now press Enter to exit Free Transform, and go to the crop icon. Select the icon, and click and drag to the entire image. Press Enter. Now, go to Filter, go to Blur, and then Motion Blur. Make sure the angle is 55 degrees and the distance is 279 pixels. Then click OK. Duplicate the layer by pressing Ctrl J or Command J on a Mac, and then press Ctrl T for Free Transform. Now rotate it like you see in the video. Now click Enter to exit Free Transform. Now you want to select both layers, and then right click and go Merge Layers. Make a copy of this new layer and press Ctrl T or Command T on a Mac, and now we want to rotate it vertically. Now hold Shift and shrink it down as you see in the video. While still holding Shift, stretch it to each side. Press Enter to exit Free Transform for the millionth time. Now we're going to change the blend mode by selecting Lighten. And now we have our base background for this SIG. And now we're going to put even more stuff in this SIG. Go to your one Kamen Rider Gaim image that we've been to before. Click and drag it to the signature. And now we're going to move it to wherever we think looks good. I'm going to move it slightly down. And then, you guessed it, we're going to Free Transform again. Hold Shift and scale it down a little bit, and move it accordingly. And now we're going to press Enter to exit Free Transformation. It's looking pretty decent so far, but I think we can make it better. Go to your second image that we haven't used yet, and click and drag it to the SIG area. The image is a little too big, but we'll fix that soon enough. Now, move the layer behind the other Gaim image, and we're going into Free Transform again. Move it accordingly, and time to scale down, this time by holding Shift and Alt. Move it to the left side of the SIG and scale it down a little bit more. Right click and press Flip Horizontal. Now, move it to your liking, and then press Enter. Now we're going to change the fill to 50% and the opacity to 50% as well. Now select your bottom layer and drag it all the way to the top. Now you're going to want to select the paint bucket tool and fill it with black. Now go to Render and select Filter Gallery. For some reason, my filter gallery likes to wait 5 million years. You're going to want to select the graphic pen option in the sketch category. Make sure the stroke length is 15 and the light and dark balance is 50, and the direction is right diagonal. Then click OK. And now we are going to change the blend mode to overlay. Make the opacity 50% and the fill 50%, like we did with the previous Gaim image. Now we are ready for some text. Select the text tool. I am using Impact as my font and have the size about 19 or 20. Now click the SIG and type the username you want. I'm going with the name I usually go by, Dave. I should also mention that I'm using this as an italicized font. Now it's time to change the color of the text. Click the color box and click a spot on Gaim, preferably an orange spot, and then click OK. Click the Move tool to exit the text tool. Now move it to where it suits you. I think it looked good right there. Now double click the text layer in the layers box and go to stroke. Put the stroke as 1 pixel, and now we are going to click drop shadow. Set the distance to 3 pixels and then click OK. Now it's time to make a border for this SIG. Go to the Create New Layer icon and click it. After the new layer is created, go to the Magic Wand tool and select it. Now select the area of the SIG and go to Edit and then Stroke. We want the width to be 2 pixels and we want the color to be black. Then click OK. Click on the area with the Magic Wand tool to deselect it. Then select it again and we are going to edit and stroke again. This time we are going to choose an orange color like we did with the text. Click OK. Do the same deselection and selection, edit, stroke, and then we are going to choose black and then click OK. And now click on the area again one final time to deselect it. And now you are done with this SIG. Congratulations! I hope you enjoyed this SIG tutorial as much as I enjoyed making the SIG itself. Now stay tuned for more tutorials in the future. This has been Dave signing off. Goodbye.